you forget about me? No? Did you? Well, to the very few of you that remember that I exist, you probably remember a rant I made back in May when Nintendo announced that the Nintendo Switches Online will launch this September, discussing the Nintendo Switches Online in a very, very, very negative, abrasive light. I was definitely very, very heated in that video, and in hindsight, maybe that video was a little unfair. Maybe I was just a tad bit too negative in that video, even for my standards. Completely fucking ripping the service a new one, yelling in that video, saying Nintendo's this fucking complete ass backwards company when it comes to online. Maybe I was a bit too unfair because I saw, after making that rant and watching other rant videos about the Nintendo Switches Online that were made at the time, people were saying, give it time. Nintendo just announced that that the service will launch this September. I'm sure as September approaches closer and closer, we'll get a lot more information regarding the online service. September came and we still didn't get, any new information aside from what we already knew. We were still gonna have the fucking horrid online app for voice chatting on games such as Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Tennis, things like that. We knew we would be getting 20 NES games and no virtual console service at all, and other shit that wasn't really very enticing at all. Cloud saving was cool and all, but, Nintendo was incredibly late to the party when it came to that one, because Sony and Microsoft have had its cloud saving on their consoles for a long-ass time now, but, a welcome feature on Nintendo's online service, but, like I said, September came and we were still left in the dark, and then Nintendo announced that they would be making that they would release a new Nintendo Direct very, very soon. Well, as we all know, that Nintendo Direct was delayed another week, and, people were fucking pitching and moaning about it, like, oh my god, I really want this fucking Nintendo Direct, I really want to know what the fuck will be announced regarding this online service, and I'm sure there are a lot of other things people were excited about too, but I'm sure many people were also excited to hear more about the online service. And then the Nintendo Direct finally launched and went live. And people were expecting a lot of new information regarding this online service. Well, it turns out what we already knew was pretty much what we were getting. The shitty online app that we already had prior to this online service. The 20 NES games and no virtual console. Cloud savings, and at the time, Nintendo said once your subscription expired, that all of your cloud saving data goes away. But thankfully, Nintendo backpedaled on that, and now 6 months after your Nintendo Switch's online service expires, you'll lose your data, but that takes 6 months, and I'm sure many people can pay that shit off and renew their subscription in 6 months. But anyways, Nintendo Switch's online service is pretty fucking shitty, and obviously you all know me. This fucking pisses me off. So, I don't really have much to add here. I'm just gonna say this. I told you so. I told you so back in May that this service was going to fucking suck ass. And so many of these Nintendo fan fucks have said, give it time. Nintendo knows what they're doing. Obviously not. Again, they did one good thing. They changed the cloud saving thing where once your subscription expires, that's it, your cloud saves are gone. But there's still so much fucking wrong about this service. It just fucking baffles me how much this fucking company just does not listen to their fans. The fucking online app. The fucking online app. I mean, it just fucking baffles me. So many people have spoken against this fucking online app. Have expressed a huge amount of fucking distaste for this online app. Yet you continue to fucking shove it down people's throats. I don't get that shit. Fortnite works perfectly fine. You can voice chat with people on Fortnite for fucking free, by the way, without an online app. So why the fuck can't you do that on Splatoon, Mario Kart 8, Mario Tennis, and I'm sure Smash Bros. Will also support this online app and, require you to use this stupid fucking online app for voice chat. Why the fuck can't you just be a normal company when it comes to an online service and give us these basic features on the system itself? And not to mention, we don't get shit like messaging people on the Switch. It's a very fucking dated fucking online service that people probably would have been content with back in the fucking 90s. But now that we're in 2018 and you take a look at what the fuck Sony and Microsoft offer on their consoles, it just isn't enough. It just isn't enough. It's funny, people ragged on the Wii U's online, saying it was very bare bones and minimal compared to Microsoft and Sony's online services. It was very behind the other consoles when it came to online. And don't get me wrong, those people were completely justified when they complained about the Wii U's online, because it was severely lacking in many departments. But you gotta give the Wii U credit. It had a fucking messaging system. Miiverse. Okay, yeah, Miiverse was shit. I'm not gonna fucking deny that. All of you know what I think about Miiverse, but at the same time, it was something. It was a way to communicate with people on the fucking system itself. You didn't need an online app to fucking use Miiverse and talk to people. Even the fucking Wii U had voice chat in the system itself. Okay, sure, it wasn't exactly what the competitors had, but it was something in the on the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8. The original version of Mario Kart 8, when you're in a room with friends in the lobby, you could press the fucking minus button and you could talk to them, and you didn't have to pay you didn't have to pay to talk to them. You didn't need a fucking stupid app to fucking talk to them. It was right there on the fucking game itself. And yet the Switch doesn't have this. The fucking follow-up, the successor to the Wii U, it does not have a basic feature like this on the system itself, aside from fucking Fortnite. Nintendo's fucking first-party games can't fucking have this for some reason on the system that followed up the Wii U. The Wii U is supposed to be this fucking inferior system. The Switch is supposed to be better than the Wii U in all ways, and yet the Wii U fucking kicks the Switch's ass when it comes to online. And again, the Wii U's online was completely fucking free and had way more features than the Switch's online. Oh, and might I add that the Wii U also had virtual console games. And I remember people complaining about the Wii U's virtual console, when it first launched. People were like, oh, it was lacking. There's a lot of games that the virtual console should have. Fast forward a few years later, and look at what the fucking Switch has. 20 NES games that you probably played a million times already. The original Mario Bros, the original Zelda, games like that. The only game I give a shit about on the out of all the NES games that Nintendo's offered us with the Switch's online service so far is Mario Bros 3, and that's only because I only beat the game once, and I haven't played it a million times like a lot of the other games on there. But still, the Wii U had a way better selection than the Switch has. I mean, I just can't wrap my mind around that. The Wii U's online service that was free was way better than the Switch's online service so far. I mean, fucking hell, Nintendo. Okay, you backpedaled when it came to cloud savings. The cloud savings completely go away right after your service right after one subscription expires. You backpedaled on that. Can you please backpedal on a lot of other things when it comes to this online that people are complaining about? When you fucking look at the online services trailer, it has 9,000 likes and 50,000 dislikes. People don't like this online service, Nintendo. Just listen to your fans, and maybe, just maybe, more people will be enticed to cough up 20 a year for your online service. I guarantee you that way more people will be really, 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 really enticed to subscribe to this online service if you fucking ditch the stupid app, if you give people basic features that other fucking consoles have. I mean, it just fucking It just fucking baffles me how fucking behind the times this company is when it comes to online. You would think after the Wii and the Wii U, 2 generations, people, Nintendo, the people in Nintendo would understand that people want a modern online system and not this stupid shit Nintendo was charging us for. And maybe I'm part of the problem. Maybe I am part of the problem because I actually paid for this service. Uh, I am paying 20 a year for this service. Maybe I am part of the problem, but at the same time, maybe I'm not. Maybe Nintendo would actually listen to those who are actually paying for this service more than those who are not paying for the service and are complaining about the service, because Nintendo might be like, oh shit, we actually, people paying for this online service are upset. Maybe we should fix shit before they ditch our online service and we won't get their money, because that is exactly what fuels giant corporations like Nintendo. Money, the fucking dollar signs, that is all they care about. So maybe, just maybe, I'm not saying I myself am gonna make this big fucking change. Yeah, like Nintendo's ever gonna fucking see my stupid ass video, but, when maybe Nintendo will see a bunch of fucking unhappy customers with this online service, and maybe, just maybe, they'll change some shit. You have a bunch of Nintendo fan fucks saying, oh, but why are you paying for an online service that you obviously don't fucking like? Because I want to fucking play games online, you stupid fucking idiot. But anyways, yeah, rant over. So like I said, maybe Nintendo will listen to people. Maybe, when it comes to when it comes to a lot of shit, Nintendo is very stubborn. But I don't know. It's worth a shot. Maybe if everyone just collectively complains together, like they've already been doing, Nintendo will start fixing shit. And again, when it came to cloud savings, at least when it came to cloud saves going away after your subscription expires, they backpedaled, and maybe they'll backpedal on a lot of other things. You never know until you try. And, fuck anyone who's defending the service, honestly. Fuck the fantards who are defending this. Nintendo could fucking murder your entire family, and you will still be completely fine with them and still kiss their ass. It's completely unreal how these fan fucks continue to defend Nintendo after severe mistakes like this. Again, it's something I just can't wrap my head around. But anyways, this video has gone on long enough, and I got angry enough in this video, and my voice is tired. And that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.